going to take what we learned from the last lesson and look in more detail about adding versus multiplying terms. So I'm going to do adding terms on my left and multiplying on my right. So the first terms I want to look at is if I have 3x and 5x. When I add those together, because they have the same literal term, I can add them. So that gives me 8x. However, when I multiply my terms, 3x times 5x, I have to remember my rules for the property of exponents, my madspum. So I'm just going to put that over here because I'm multiplying. So let's see what happens. I get 3 times 5, which is 15, and x times x. So x times x, remember I have an exponent here and an exponent here. So that's x squared, because I multiplying same base, I add exponents. Let's look at another problem. I have 2x minus 5x squared. Well, notice, not like terms. This literal factor is x, and the literal factor here is x squared. They're not the same. I'm going to rewrite them because we're supposed to write this with the highest degree term first. And the power of 2 is a higher degree than the power of 1. So I'm just going to rewrite this addition problem like that. But I cannot combine them because they're not like terms. However, when I multiply, if I have 2x times negative 5x squared, again, I'm going to use my property of exponents to multiply, which means I have 2 times negative 5, which gives me negative 10. X times x squared, well, remember I have an exponent of 1. That gives me x cubed. So you can see adding and multiplying are two different processes. Let's do another one. Let's say I have a constant term this time. I have 3 plus 2x squared minus 3xy. Well, clearly, I don't have any like terms in there at all. They're all different. However, if you remember, I said we need to write it so our highest degree term is first. 2x squared is the highest degree term. So I'm going to write that first, 2x squared. Constants usually last, so I'm going to write negative 3xy next. And my constant, 3, at the end. I haven't done any math. I just changed the order, which is one of the properties of addition, so I can do that. Well, let's look at multiplying. If I were to multiply those terms together, I would get 3 times 2x squared times negative 3xy. Now the reason I put negative 3xy in parentheses is so we could clearly see we're multiplying that with the 2x squared and not subtracting. So now we have to use our property of exponents. So that means we're going to multiply all our constants. 3 times 2 times negative 3. Well, that's going to give me negative 6, that's going to give me 6 times negative 3, which is negative 18. X squared times x, we're multiplying same base, so we add exponents, x cubed, and y. So we have to be careful when we're adding terms and multiplying terms. Because we're doing different operations, different rules apply.